Okay, we got the kids in the car. We're just about to pull out. But what we are doing today is we are going to go see somebody about doing a trade. So for those of you that don't know, I did construction for about 8 years. I was a general contractor licensed in the state of Utah. We moved out here to Oklahoma. They don't actually have a contractor's license out here, which is dumb because any Joe Schmo can say, hey, I know what I'm doing, come in and do it, not do it right, or cause issues, and there's no accountability or nothing like that. So I wish they had a contractor license here in Oklahoma, but they don't. So we moved here. I started doing contracting for a little bit, contracting work, and then we've been doing YouTube for like 3 years nonstop now. Is it 3 years?
Not even.
2?
Crandall, we haven't even lived here for 3 years. You've done YouTube exclusively for a year.
YouTube exclusively for a year.
And even with that, though, you've always done like
I always do
projects.
little side hustles.
Yeah.
So what we're doing today is we are wanting to build a shop. And my idea for a shop is something a little bit different. I don't know if any of the other YouTubers that y'all follow have done this, but I want to take 2 shipping containers, put them side by side with probably 30 foot in between the middle of them, put a roof in between, and make a shipping container shop. So that is what our plan has been for probably like 9 months. But shipping containers are fairly expensive and everything else we got going on. But it's cheaper than building one from the ground up. Plus you get instant storage, because we are paying for a storage unit and stuff right now. And so it would be nice to have everything just, we get the shipping container, we can start having a place to store stuff and build. So that's kind of been our idea, and I reached out to this guy who had 2 of them for sale, and we were talking, and it was
a little bit out of our price range.
It's completely out of our price range. Right now we can't afford it, but I was just talking with him, like seeing what, just getting a feel for things. So, do you want to go through Gainesville? It's literally straight south of us. Do you want to go this way or this way? It's the same. Let's go this way.
Yeah.
So I was talking with him, whatever. I was like, hey, do you want to trade for this, that, and the other? And he's like, no, not really, but do you do carpentry work? And I was like, yeah. So he is hoping to get an addition. They have got a tiny house, kind of like Brandon, the Eddy family farm, where they bought the building and then they're making it into a livable space. He's wanting to add a couple hundred square feet to that, and he needs somebody that can come out and frame it and put it all together and do all of that. So we are driving out there right now. I'm not sure if he's going to let me film or not, and I don't know if this will go anywhere or not. It's got to be one of those projects that he's got to be okay with me filming, because we do daily vlog videos. I've got to be able to film it so that we have content for y'all. And so we're going to go down there, take a look at it, and talk negotiations, and see if we can negotiate something that's beneficial for both of us, where I do all of the work, he supplies the materials, and then we trade my labor basically for the shipping containers. That would be best case scenario.
Yep.
It would be amazing.
And he lets you film it.
And he lets me film it. Yep. So we will keep y'all updated. It's about 45 minutes away from our house, so it's a drive. But if I can do this for a week or a week and a half and get 2 shipping containers out of it so we can get them for free, we can really make some huge progress on our property. This is the way we do stuff. We wheel and deal, make trades, just that kind of stuff. It's I wish we had millions of dollars, but we're like most of y'all. We're just taking it one day at a time. Yeah. We're just taking it one day at a time and
doing what we can with what we got. Help ourselves out, basically.
Yeah. Basically this would save us $5,000 is how much he's selling them for. So we can get it done, save $5,000. It'll be amazing.
One of the cheaper.
Yeah. Typically, if I was to buy like through a dealer, it'd be like $6,500 for the 2 of them. So, fingers crossed this is going to work out. This could be a little miracle blessing.
We have a floaty.
Oh my gosh. So we'll keep you guys updated with what we got going and what we're thinking about this. All right, so we made it back home from going out and looking at that job. I talked with him, discussed it with him about it. Right now it's a 15 by 30 shed that they have there, and he wants to add basically another 30 by 15 feet and another 15 by 15 feet. Here's kind of what I drew up as far as like what it would look like. And I think if we do that, it would look really good. I sent that to him. and we have come up with an arrangement and agreement of what we're going to do as far as the cost of me to do the labor and all of that. So at this point, I think we're going to be moving forward with it. We'll keep you guys updated here shortly on for sure if it's going to happen or not. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm excited about it. It's going to be a big project, but I think I should be able to get it done fairly quickly and leave them with an amazing new house. They've been living in a trailer, so they're ready to get out of it and get into something that's an actual house. So that's what we're going to be doing for them. And in exchange, we're going to get 2 shipping containers to then build a shop on our property, which I could not be more excited about. It has been a long time coming. Ever since we bought this property through, 2.5 years ago, we've been wanting to do a shop, and we've been putting priorities elsewhere. And now we have the opportunity to kind of do a trade and at least get the shipping containers to start on the shop. So we're in the middle of filming today's video, and Maverick's in quiet time, and look at him. Look, your pants, dude.
Love, I don't think he did that on purpose.
I think he
smells.
Let's go look at the box. Hey, go
smeared. Yeah, go pee, bud. Yeah, I think he gets in there, and he's doing a great job. We can clean it.
I don't see it on the walls,
yeah,
so
no,
we're doing good.
Great. We'll just teach him that it smears, but I am 100% okay with. Yeah. So we've let our goats out today to eat all the grass, but now we gotta slide bar. The goats are in the garden.
Go get them out.
Where do you want me to put them?
Just chase them out. Hurry.
There's the goats. I'm coming up and around. Come on, goats. I couldn't go out the front door because of all the bees. Come on, goats. Keep them going. Hopefully, Crandall gets these goats put away before he starts going to work this next week. That would be helpful. Hey, Callie! Callie, come here. Look who came out. I got him. All by myself.
Russ texted me, are your goats supposed to be in the front yard? Go back to your home.
Crandall went over there to see if we had any vegetables. Do you guys want to see our cute little Smurf? He's so cute. Come here. Tell everybody what you are. See, I'm a Smurf. Did you get blue all over you? Yeah. Lift your hands up like this so they can see. Yeah, turn around. Turn around. All the way. Oh, kiddo, you're cute.
I got some little pink on me on my hand.
Yeah. So he didn't actually ever draw on himself. He just, when he was in the box coloring, it kept smearing. So we learned about markers, huh? Yeah.
Problem is where they were touching, they rotted.
Oh.
So I don't know if we're going to be any good or not. But man, that's a lot of work to get freaking. Our tomatoes did not do very good this year.
So funny.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Do you know what they are?
Potatoes.
No, tomatoes.
Tomatoes. And then there's some more over there.
Yeah.
And there's just one outside, but it was moldy. So I just poked a hole in it and pulled it.
Yeah.
It was already open.
Yeah.
You can go see it over here.
So about a week has transpired since we were talking about this project since the last clip. And we are moving forward with the project. Tomorrow is when I start actually working on this project. So I am pretty nervous, but excited about it at the same time. What do you think?
I'm nervous, but it is what it is.
Sidetracked by the airplane.
Always.
So what we're going to do right now is Marcy and I are going to try and figure out where in the heck we're going to put this shipping container shop. I think we've got our spot. which is right here behind me. You may be wondering, Maverick's dirt bike track is there in the way. Yep, we're renting a skid steer again. Hallelujah.
Ever since we sent it back, what, 2 months ago?
Yeah.
Like every day. I wish we had a skid steer.
Yeah.
From either one of them.
From either one, who, me and Maverick?
Yeah.
Yeah, we always need it. So what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna measure out and see about where the shop exactly is gonna go. Oh my gosh. I think I swallowed a bug.
Well, you're not supposed to be walking with me.
Well, keep going.
Well, yeah.
So the shipping containers are 40 feet long, so this is gonna be a 40 by 50 foot shop that we're building. So hold on. That's 39. Stop, that's 45. That's 41 feet right there. So So ideally I do still want a road right here because we'll probably use this, well, not necessarily a road, but enough room to drive a vehicle right here. But if we're gonna pull out and turn around and stuff like that, we probably want to push it back off of the yard a little bit more. Go back. I'm honestly thinking we'll take out this big old cedar tree right here. Under the power line?
Yeah.
True. Well, maybe we should figure out our distance first, like this other direction, the 50 foot. So we're going to rebuild Maverick's entire dirt bike track when we get the skid steer to build the pad for the shop. We're going to get the skid steer to build the pad, but then we're going to do his dirt bike track at the same time. If you guys have watched him ride it, it's a little bit too big for him. Yeah, now just walk down that way. And so I'm going to make all the jumps about half as big as they are, and then as well as kind of just change it up a little bit and make it so that it's something that he can ride. Walk back, or how far? Well, we can put it under because we're going to have the skid steer to move it, we can put it under the power lines. So the problem is with the power lines is I don't know how high he has a dump bed on his trailer that he lifts it up and then pulls forward and it dumps the trailer or the shipping container off. So I don't know how high it needs to be. I would love for it to go basically right there underneath, like right back in the corner. But I don't know if we can move it. But if we have this skid steer, then we can move it and it won't matter. Well, my thought he would come right here and then turn diagonal and then put it in. Because he could get it pretty close. He could drop it like this and then we could just move the front. Yeah. Okay, keep going. That's 40. What do we say, 50? 46, 47, 48. 49, 50. Well, but the front of it, Mars, the front of it's going to be like right here. Okay, so that's 50 foot. It's, well, the side or the top. Like the side of the building is like 10 foot. If you look at this, actually, look how it honestly already builds up. And like almost, I mean, it's obviously not built for a pad, but it does kind of automatically, or it already is kind of leveled. So I did call our electrician. We've got another project he's doing for us in the next couple of weeks. But I talked to him about our power, because this is our main power meter and everything. And our power to our house comes down to the meter, goes back up, and then to the house. And so he says there'll be an extra space where we can actually go out of the bottom of the meter, and then I'll trench it to the shop. So we've got power here right close. This is not going to be off-grid, although we'll probably do some off-grid stuff with it. But we'll be able to run power directly from the pole to the shop without any huge expense. Same with water. Our water is right here. So we've got power and water to the shop, and it's like 60 feet, which I'm super, super stoked about. That's actually, it's way closer than I thought. Well, let's measure it. Well, do we kind of like that? I mean, the
only other thing that I think we can do I mean, that means this whole side, you're never going to see this side of it. Because it's all going to be covered by, like, it's so back in the trees, kind of. Like, you've now stuck it into the tree line.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
I'm fine with that.
Okay, because I didn't know, like...
Because what I'll do is I'll slowly, like, especially on the back side, I want a big window across the back of the shop, and I'll go through and I'll cut the bottom of the tree branches off, so when I'm there working, I could see deer or, you know, whatever's going on back there, which I think would be really cool.
Okay. Because I was just going to say, like, there's no room for you to do anything on the back side of it unless you cut down trees.
So, okay, yes, I agree. So one thing is if we get a tractor or something eventually, we do a lean-to, we could do it off of this side. But then I think on this side...
Yeah, would be this area.
Yep. And then I think on this side...
I don't want anything.
Oh, I was going to say we could do a shade pavilion or whatever for watching the dirt bike track, too.
Okay, because I was going to say, I want that side very, very clean.
Yeah, I want to do like at least like a bike washing or a bike truck car washing station where it's got an outdoor spigot with hot and cold water where Maverick and the boys, when they're done riding their dirt bikes or whatever, or if we want to wash our car, we pull it up right there on the side of the shop, wash it, do whatever.
My number one thing is I don't want it to turn into...
Trash piles?
Yes. And so I would just rather have you do everything on the other side and not on the side that everybody's gonna see when they come up.
Yeah, no, I think that'll work.
Granted, you'll have more space to put
all of this
away.
stuff will, yeah, disappear because we can clean it up. We can put some of it over there. We've got places to start putting stuff. Also, we're gonna have to do a load of scrap metal eventually here, yes. And we've got a ton to take. Yeah.
So my next question is fence line.
So the fence, I think on this would come just butt up to the corner right there. It would kind of go straight here and then curve around the pond.
Okay.
Unless we decide we fill in the pond. I don't know about that.
We're leaning towards
We're kind of leaning towards that. I do love it.
But I would rather a pool.
Well, yeah, I'd rather a pool, but I don't know. I just don't know. It would make a big rectangle yard, and I don't know what we would do with just a big rectangle.
A pool.
Well, we could do a pool with this, right? Anywhere right here. I mean, we got plenty of room right here for a pool. Tricky, huh?
I have a pool there.
Right here?
No, right there.
Yeah.
It's already half dug.
Yeah. I don't know. Leave a comment down below what you guys think we should do. But yeah, the fence.
I feel like we can secure a pool better than we can secure a giant pond.
Well, if we fence it, it's not going to matter anyways.
The thing is in order to get this pond working, we still have to dig it out again.
Yes, the dam is leaking. You can see the water level is down probably 2.5 feet. So I think I could get it fixed and patched and not leaking. But it would take another trip. It doesn't look good. That's the problem. And it would look good if, like, it's going to take some time and we could get it looking good. But do we want it to put the time, effort, and energy into making it look good, or just cover it with dirt and
I never wanted
grass?
To, so...
Marcy's leaning towards the grass.
Hi,
Goose.
Okay, so if we have the end of this fence, what about...
I don't know. So originally we were going to run the fence from here, or from the corner right here. Oh, we could run it from the corner of the house to the corner of the shop. So the shop is all out of the fence.
Which you could then tee it like this.
On the corner of the shop.
Well,
or
yeah,
what?
Like what I'm saying is if this fence still comes, you could tee it all to the corner.
Yes. Yeah, the two corners would meet up.
Yeah. We're just trying to think of the fencing to keep our kids
contained. Because the other thing we got to think about is, like, how are we going to get a truck and trailer and all of that in there? Because this dumb power line pole wire is in the way. And the well house.
The well house is your number 2 thing. So my second idea was, what if we moved it this way a little bit? But then it's closer to the front of the house versus the back end of the house.
And the other thing is we could turn it, but I don't really want to turn it either.
But if we filled in the pond, we could just stick it there.
No. I don't know why you would want it off the back of the house. I would rather it not off the back of the house.
Yeah. What, you want on
This
side
is
of
so
the house?
tricky. I mean, I do really like it here. I think the only thing we can do is we have a road along here, and then when you come in and you need to back up a trailer or whatever, you drive it in, point towards the house and back up or whatever. Like this kind of, or it kind of becomes a loop around driveway almost here where you're driving around and meeting up with the driveway if you have to.
Yeah, which for you don't really follow driveways anyway.
I know.
Um,
It doesn't
because
matter.
if we have a boat, the boat's going over here, right?
If we get a boat, we're going to need a lean-to somewhere to put it under. Because it's not going to be, I mean, maybe it could be in the shop for a little bit, but I don't want to take up the shop space just to have the boat in there.
Yeah.
So it's like we could get the skid steer and build something off of the back of it.
Yeah.
A lean-to off of the back where when you get the boat or whatever, you come around here and put the boat in. That's 30 feet. So theoretically, Mars, we could still fence off this area and off of the house, but we just have kind of like a, you know, the fence is here, the building is here, and there is kind of a gravel pad right here, but it's a full turnaround. You're not going out to the driveway that way. It's just a loop turnaround right here on this side of the fence that goes.
And see, I'm like, why put gravel?
Well, because when it rains, it pours. Like, well, we'll probably need it. We don't. It's not something we have to do right away because we have the grass there, which will do good. But I think that's what it is. Okay, stay there. Let's see how far back 40 feet is to see if we could push it back even a little bit further. Because if we can push it back a little further, it's 41 feet right there. So you can see what we're dealing with here is a ditch, big old ditch. Now I can fill that in, but we've got ditch here. Basically, that ditch runs all the way up. There's our metal scrap pile. That ditch runs all the way up, so we'd have to divert the water out of there somehow. But we could come back probably to about there. Okay, so we came up with a consensus. We talked about it and talked about it. I know you guys are probably like, this video is so boring. All you're doing is talking. But this is our process of working through stuff and trying to figure it out. We did decide the shop is going to be basically what our original plan was. It's going to be facing the house. The main door will be facing this way. What we're going to do is we're going to move the dirt bike track closer to the garden. You'll drive down to get to the shop, probably about right here. So about where the jump line is, that'll be the new road. And then you'll have a little turnaround right here in front. We just figured with everything that's going on, that's going to be the best way. Because a lot of times I'll have the front door of the shop all the way open when I'm in there working and doing whatever. So that way I can look at the whole yard. If the boys are out here playing, I can keep an eye on them, things like that. Marcy's stoked about it.
No, I really am. I feel like moving the road back a little bit, it gives room for everything.
And you're hiding it behind the
Yeah.
garden, the well house, the
It's not
jumps.
in the well. I was worried like backing in boats, backing in trailers. We're always bringing stuff in and out, and to have a power pole right here makes it a little difficult, or a well house. So
yeah. So that the turnaround will probably come to about here, I would guess, but it'll kind of just be arched. Honestly, I might even, if we squared it off with the well house and the fence going this way in the corner of the shop, that might look really good just to keep the weeds down. And then we don't have to worry about weed whacking and stuff around
yeah,
this side of the
I might have
thing.
you sheet the whole well house.
I was just going to say, we're going to have to
To
make it match. Yep, or at least paint it.
Yeah, where like now it matched the chicken coop, but the chicken coop's so far over there, and somehow didn't. Chicken coop faded way worse than the well house.
It was two different woods.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
This is nice cedar on the front, huh?
Well, they're both cedar, but one was pre-treated and one wasn't. I don't really know.
This front one's pretty.
Yeah.
We've
got to move the goat house. We need to figure out where we're going to put them next and move that when we have the skid steer. Maverick, are you excited about our new shop we're going to be getting?
Yeah. And we actually gonna put our toys in it, so that's good.
You're going to park your toys in there? What toys?
My toolbox where it gets not wet.
Yeah, so it doesn't get rained on.
Or your mama.
Oh, yeah. Your lawnmower?
No, your mama too.
Oh, I think I can keep my lawnmower in the greenhouse.
Yeah, but oh, I think the tractor can fit in the greenhouse.
Yeah, it can.
And the skid steer.
And the skid steer? Are we getting a skid steer?
Yeah.
You're gonna buy me one?
No, you're going. No, you're going to. You're going to rent it.
You're gonna rent. I'm gonna rent it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I am gonna rent it.
And I'm going to do.
Are you gonna let me have a piece of your property so I can build the shop on it? Whose property is that?
It's my property, and that's Daddy's property.
So
I drive all in the forest, go all the way to Daddy's property. It's a lot of fun going over right down the side.
it's a lot of fun going to Daddy's property. So can I have some of your property then to build the shop on it, or what?
You can take that part, and we actually can move my dirt bike track.
Yeah, we are.
Maybe you can put a light on that section.
Yeah, maybe. I think we put it on this section behind see the house over there, the white one, the goat house? I think we put it over there.
Yeah. And we can take, or we can take this dirt.
Yep, we can do that.
And yeah, we can just get someone crack at.
There we go. So it was a long conversation last night. It was actually the next day, and Marcy and I finally got figured out where we're going to put the shop. If it was too confusing in what we were talking about, it's going to be facing this way. This will be the front of it. It'll be 50 feet long. It'll go from like right here to right here, something like that. And the roof will go like this. So that's what it'll look like. It'll go right there. And tomorrow I start work on the house project, and I think in the next day or two he's going to drop off the first shipping container. So we'll keep you guys updated with that. Hopefully you guys are buckled up and ready for a crazy couple of weeks. I'm going to be taking you guys through the process of me building the entire building. He was okay with me filming it and everything, so I'm going to be showing you all that. And Marcy's going to be showing you the life of her being at home with the kids all by herself. So it's going to be a lot of time and a lot of stress, I think, over the next couple of weeks. But I think if we can get through it, we're going to come out ahead on the other side, and we're going to be excited to be able to have a shop and get started on that. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We're going to get some work done here and get ready to get our shipping containers.
And maybe we can do work on right now before we go to pizza place.
Yeah, we are going to go to the pizza place, huh?
Yeah.
Let's do it. All right, love ya. Say bye, everybody.
Bye.